Welcome, everybody. We are here live broadcasting to you from ITW 2023. I'm Jamie Scotto-Kataya, CEO of JSA, and this is ITW Xtra, powered by JSA, the official broadcast of ITW 2023. And guys, we are here in National Harbor, just a stone's throw away from DC, and I am joined by incredible thought leaders here from Scala Data Centers. We have Christiana Weisshuhn, the Senior Director of Strategy and ESG Program, as well as Agostinho Villela, CTO and Engineering Vice President. Thank you guys for joining us today.
Welcome.
Thanks for having us.
A pleasure to be here. Thank you so much for receiving us.
Oh, it is such an honor, such an honor. Of course, you guys are known as the sustainability partners of ITW. There's so much for us to talk about. But first, for our viewers who might not already know, and we should right that wrong right now, can you tell us just a little bit about Scala?
Sure, definitely, yes. Thank you, Jamie. So Scala Data Centers was created in April 2020 when Digital Bridge decided to buy 2 data centers in São Paulo from UOL Divio, São Paulo in Brazil. To spin off Scala, it's a sustainable Latin America sustainable hyperscale data center platform to pursue the cloud providers' demand that were growing at that time. And that strategy proved itself to be so right that we have been increasing 100% year over year. So it's a massive growth. And what do? We build and operate state-of-the-art sustainable data centers for hyperscalers and provide renewable power, cooling, connectivity, and also security for them. Actually, we have a very, very unique strategy for hyperscalers in Latin America. We have dedicated areas for them in single-tenant facilities where they can have a whole building or data halls instead of racks, which is more common in that region. Right. And we also offer them a reserved capacity where they can grow their for the next years and decades. We also now have more than 60 megawatts of IT capacity in São Paulo, and we have 7 operational data centers, and we are growing, and we are building 9 more in São Paulo, Chile, Colombia, and Mexico, in the other countries of Latin America. And we were enabled. What enables that fast growth is our 2 proprietary construction methods. One of them is one Scala template designed for high capacity buildings, and where we have a standard framework where we can customize for our hyperscalers requirements. And we also have a fast deploy approach, which is a highly scalable, highly replicable solution based on modular components. And this was created by our Center of Excellence in Engineering with more than 200 engineers and architects. They are dedicated to the whole life cycle of our data centers. So they are dedicated to the test fit, design, operations, and construction and delivery to operations. And actually, Agostinho here, my peer, is responsible for that. And so what else can I say about Scala? We are doing all that in a sustainable way. So we were the first we're the first data center operator in Latin America to operate with 100% renewable energy coming from renewable sources. And we were the first to attain the carbon neutrality. And we are highly efficient. Our PUE is the lowest in Latin America. We operate with around 135 PUE as opposed to 174, which is the average in the region. We don't use water in our data centers. They are air cooled, and on top of that, we operate with the free cooling technique, which more cold days we can use the external air to refrigerate our data centers, and so we can turn off some fans, and that can save us energy. So I'm sorry about that. It was a long story, but I think we have achieved so many things in this years that I have to be longer than necessary. Sorry.
No, not at all. You can hear your passion for Scala, and for sure, well earned passion, because you have capacity, scalability, and of course sustainability, which Agostinho, as CTO and engineering vice president, you are making it happen, if you will. So tell us a little bit about how Scala contributes to carbon offsetting.
Well, on top of contributing with the afforestation of 6,000 trees as part of the sustainability partner effort of ITW, we're also looking to other venues, so other opportunities of carbon capture, carbon offsetting. On top of what Christina just mentioned, I mean, our sustainability credentials, very honestly, I think they're pretty impressive. And I would add to that we are looking very seriously into green concrete, for instance, which we see as a very effective way of doing carbon sequestration, doing carbon removal. Not only with the cement, with the concrete itself, with the aggregates, but also with the way the cement is made. Okay, and I think that can have a huge impact. And we might even possibly impact the way the rebars, the steel, is made, in the sense of making it also with a low carbon footprint. And on top of that, we are looking to other ways of reducing our carbon footprint, such as replacing diesel with green diesel. And by green diesel, I mean things like HVO or gas to liquid, just to quote two examples here. And we also look into other ways to reduce our footprints. For instance, having more circular approach to everything we do, reviewing whether we should stay with lithium batteries or maybe use high rate lead batteries. So we're looking at this in a very holistic way beyond the traditional things that the industry has been looking into.
And that makes me think about a colleague of yours spoke earlier today at ITW and really talked a lot about your fast deploy product. Can you give our viewers a little clip about that?
Yes. In the Cliff Notes version of Fast Deploy is that it is an innovation that Scala has devised in order to deploy hyper edge data centers. By hyper edge, I mean the data centers that are deployed at the edge, not only to hyperscalers, but also to over-the-top players, to CDNs, etc. And normally, when you want to do this kind of deployment, you do want to do it faster than a conventional data center, but at the same time, you want to provide the same experience as a conventional data center. That's the tricky part. So the way you want to do this is, at the same time you're pursuing permits and construction, you want to basically be building prefabricated modular data centers, so that when you're done with the foundation, you can bring in these prefabricated modular data centers, assemble them at the construction site, and build a shell around them. So again, in a way that you can provide experience of conventional data center, but shaving the time that it takes to build a data center by almost half. So I'm saying going from 18 months to build a data center to almost 12 months, something like that. So it provides a tremendous saving in terms of time. And again, that would translate into sustainability. Because when you fabricate something instead of building at the site, you end up having economies of scale that are intrinsic to a factory, which definitely has a lower carbon footprint. On top of that, the fact that it's modular, because you can add PMDC. You build one single shell, but you can actually add PMDCs as you go. You can also benefit from new technologies that come along. So actually, this future proofing means that if you have a more sustainable way to build a PMDC, you will benefit from that. Okay, and so all that contributes to being more sustainable, using less material.
You know what blows my mind is that you guys have only been here for 3 years. Is that right? 3 years. And I feel like just the level of detail, you guys have figured out our sustainability needs. And as an industry, we're looking to you guys as inspiration. So I cannot be more appreciative that you're sharing all this incredible information with our viewers here today. I really, you guys are talking my love language, and I'm so grateful for you all. So talking these past 3 years, you guys have grown so significantly. Yeah. What do you attribute to all this success?
Yes, we have a very highly skilled management team that is totally focused on the success of our customers. They are in the center of our strategy, as well as sustainability. They are at the very core of our strategy. And besides that, I would highlight also that we are located in strategic locations in Latin America. We also have anticipated the demand, and we procure in advance land, power, and equipment in advance so that we can secure availability and time, right? And on top of that, I would highlight that we have this ESG and EHS top of mind programs running in the company. And also, last but not least, I would highlight the state of the art, let's say, in design and operation and construction teams that we have. Without them, we wouldn't be nothing.
I'll tell you, it really does go back to the power of the people, too. You can have all the technology and creativity in the world, but it has to come from humans.
Yes,
and phenomenal leadership. You should mention your CEO being recognized and the Power 100 list from Capacity just announced. So congratulations.
We're super proud of that, in fact.
Yeah, it's huge, by the way. It's huge. That list is like the real deal. So congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. So where can our viewers go to learn more about Scala?
Yes, our website, scaladatacentres.com. And our LinkedIn, we are very active in LinkedIn. And also we always participate in events like ITW. We are always around participating in panels and interviews and things like that. So that's it.
ITW's official sustainability partner, guys, Scala Data Centers. If you haven't heard of them yet, you better look them up. ScalaDataCenters.com. Gotta say it. All right. Thank you, guys, for joining us. Your expertise was incredible. We so appreciate you. And thank you, viewers, for tuning in to ITW Xtra, powered by JSA. Happy networking.